How to get a business credit card with poor credit. You may think that you are doomed. So many people may have told you that, but that's not true. There is a way, and I'm gonna share it with you. Let's go. I'm going to tell you the best credit card that you should get if you have poor credit. I'm going to tell you the fastest way to get started and get a credit card. And then lastly, I'm going to give you some insider tips that'll help you get business credit cards, business lines of credit, and business loans. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is check your personal credit score. I know this sounds like a super simple thing to do, but so many people think they have poor credit and they don't even know what that means. I need you to go ahead and get your free credit report. I'm going to give you a link below to myfico.com. There's a referral link below. Please use that. I know some of you guys love Credit Karma and Annual Credit Report and some of the other ones, but this is a great one. I've had my experience, of course, with some of the others, but this is what is working now, and this is an awesome website to get a better picture of what your true credit score is and what's really on your credit. And this is going to be one of the best free ways to do it. So go ahead and pull your credit, look at it, assess where you are, and assess what you have. Okay, when you say poor credit and bad credit, what exactly does that mean? Are there trade lines? Are your credit cards all used up? Do you have unpaid student loans? Like, what is up there? You need to know so that we can help you. Now that you have your credit score, hopefully you have at least a 580. That's not a really great credit score, but if you have a 580 or higher, one of the best credit cards for your business is going to be a Capital One Spark card, okay? They have an amazing credit card. I actually have the credit card. I didn't have really bad credit, so I think they give me a pretty decent credit line, but people that I know, like over $10,000 when I say a pretty decent credit line on the credit card, but I have people that have like a 585 score, really low, below 600, and they were able to get a few $1,000s from Capital One Spark. So go ahead, that is one of the best credit cards for a business that has, if you have poor credit. The second type of credit card is going to be a secured credit card. So I know so many people are like, oh, that's just me giving money. Yes, in the beginning, you may have to put $500, for example. And the great thing about it is with Wells Fargo Secure Credit Card, if you give them $500 or $1,000, that is how much they will give you a credit card for, okay? So it's not like you lost anything. If you have $500, you give it to the Bank of America on the secured card and they give it right back to you on a credit card, and that is now establishing your business. Now again, that's a secured credit card. The personal one that I said from Capital One is unsecured, so obviously that's going to be the best option, but getting a secured business credit card is a really good option, and don't laugh at it and don't think that you shouldn't do it, because you should. Another option and thing that you want to do, of course, you want to start establishing yourself as a business. If you haven't already established yourself as a business, go ahead and do that. Get the LLC, get the S Corp, whatever you decide to do, go ahead and get the EIN number and the basic business setup. If you need help knowing what that is, I'll stick a link right here to a video where it tells you all of the business setup. But again, assuming you have those things and you're ready to go, but you just have poor credit, but you have everything that you need for the business, then PayPal Business, Square Business, and Cabbage with a K. All three of those are offering out business credit cards to people with poor credit. So you don't have to have a stellar credit record. You do not have to have a stellar personal credit score in order to get these. Again, many of these are lower than 600 credit scores, and they are offering these business credit cards. So go ahead and make sure though you have it set up as a business. Business PayPal, Business Square. So here is a secret tip so you do not get embarrassed, because this has happened to too many people and I do not want to see this happen to you. Please, 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 if you have poor credit, do not even waste your time going to the big banks, okay? Besides what I just told you with Wells Fargo and that secured card, you really probably want to stay away from the Bank of Americas, the Chases, and the Wells Fargos and the Citibanks. Those big banks, they have enough business. They have really, they get a lot of business from businesses, okay? Way more than from individuals if you actually look at some of their numbers and some of their profit margins. So in other words, they're not necessarily interested in lending a business that has poor credit. They have major businesses like Apple and Microsoft and GE and all these other companies that they're lending to, so they're not as interested in loaning to someone with poor credit. However, if you go to the people that I told you to, they are literally in the business. They have guidelines set up and programs designed for people that have a newer business and that do not have good credit. So that's where you want to stay. You want to stay in that family of the PayPal and the Cabbage and the Square and the Wells Fargo and the Capital One. That's where you want to be so you don't get embarrassed. If you need any help with any of this, or if you need an advocate, if you need someone maybe to help you through this process, or even be an advocate for your business and help you get some of these fundings with some of these lenders, please do not hesitate to reach out to me and my company. We have credit specialists that will love to help you if you have some questions, or if you need some clarification, or if you need to be pointed in the right direction. We have that free of charge for you. All you have to do is call the number. It's written here below, 888-479-4542. You can call that number 24/7. Again, that's 888-479-4542. Again, if you need any help with getting your business funded, we are here to help. Again, not necessarily that we're going to lend the money, but we can help you through the process, or point you in the right direction, or help you get on the right track. So go ahead and reach out if you need that help. Please take a moment to go ahead and like this video. Please subscribe to this channel and make sure you click that little notification bell so you do not miss any of this content. I am here on YouTube with a full training, almost basically just for you. Just watch all of the videos in this playlist and you will be successful to your success.